Good afternoon, everyone. We're sitting right here because the puppy is taking a nap. The two girls are in the kennel, and I'm getting ready to go out and do some chores. And so I thought this would be the perfect time to do it. Yes, I could have done it out there, but to keep her working with the chickens, I have to be right on her, and I can't just start a video and then let her do whatever she wants to without correcting her in the video. So I figured this would be the best time to do this. I know the lighting is bad. Sorry. I'm sorry the lighting is horrible. But yesterday I did a video and it was about this alligator Alcatraz, and I did it about the gator Gestapo, which I watched their press conference, and our criminal king is not mentally there. He was asked a direct question about how long these detainees were going to be in this facility. For example, like weeks, months, or days, weeks, months, and transition them out, whatever, whatever, whatever. And he started talking about how long he would be spending in Florida and how much he loves Florida and how he has a little cottage in Florida, and he redecorated the Oval Office, and it's a little diamond now. He never answered that question. Christy Nome tried to say that, well, we love everyone, and he piped up, oh, we don't love everyone. Such a godly man, right? Okay, so I had a comment that I thought was worth replying to through a video. I love doing this because it really, I do a reply to them immediately. Like, if when I see it, I type it in. But I don't know, that people go back and they see this. So I'm like, okay, Ms. Tory G 218. She shamed me. She said I was shameful because I caused all of this problem for voting Biden in. See, this is where you have the disconnect of misinformation and reality. In reality, okay. I watched the presser from Alligator Alcatraz, and Stephen Miller is just wormwood. He's an evil demon, and he has evil demon thoughts, period. Christy Nome wanted to say that we loved everybody, and our criminal king piped up and said, no, we don't love everybody. A reporter asked a question about how long the detainees would be staying at this Alligator Alcatraz. Days, weeks, months, how does that work? Pretty much, how does it work? How long will they be there? And he starts talking about his little cottage in Florida, and that's where he likes to vacation, and that's where he likes people, and blah, 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 blah. And that he redecorated the Oval Office, and it's a diamond now. He didn't answer the question. He talked about himself. Every time he puts new products out, he makes money. Every time that he makes a deal with another country to send prisoners to, he makes money. Miss Tory G 218, you said this to me. You said there are trailers there. And then you asked if I was worried about prisoners when hurricanes come. And I'm going to answer you very directly. Number one, prisoners are in secure buildings, not tents or trailers in a hurricane area. They have a right to be protected. The government has to take care of prisoners, whether it's state government or federal government, because prisons are not owned by the government per se. Okay, but they have to be protected. These people, are they protecting them? Number three, the criminals that are in prisons that I should be worried about when hurricanes come are there because they went through due process, they went through criminal courts, they've they're serving their time that they were sentenced after due process. These people that are going to be put in this alligator Alcatraz by the Gator Gestapo, we don't know if they're criminals or not. And the majority aren't. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Now, if you consider an immigrant that came here, has filed all the paperwork, going to all of the meetings, and is called to go to a meeting and shows up to a meeting and being arrested as a criminal, well, then you have that disconnect of reality. Number two, some immigrants had specific legal documents that have been stripped from them by the Trump regime. So then that gives them the right to say that they're illegal. It doesn't mean they're criminals. And we don't know because there is no due process. They are disappearing, kidnapping people, human beings. And do you know who is the most right with this? Are your white Christian nationalists. I will not quit putting God and white together because that is what's going on in my country. I pay taxes, Miss Tory. I am a born U.S. citizen. You do not have the right to tell me not to speak the truth because I'm in reality. These people are not criminals and they are being treated like animals. They are being deported into other countries. This is wrong. The Gator Gestapo is not protecting these people. They're kidnapping them from the streets and putting them in concentration camps. And no, I don't worry a whole lot about prisoners in prison because they are secure and they have a right to be protected. These people have never had due process and they're not being protected. So yes, I am worried about the human beings that are going to be in these concentration camps. Don't shame me. You need to turn that shame to yourself because you're okay with it. If you are okay with what is going on with ICE right now, shame on you, not me. Okay? I try to understand white Christian nationalists. I try to understand that. I grew up in the church. I know what Jesus' words are. I can show you red lettered words in the Bible that Jesus spoke about immigration, about the wealthy. And you are more inclined to help this white, wealthy society grow while our poor and our disabled and our elderly and our children are going to go without. Shame on you for being okay with all of this. Shame on you, Miss Tory, for being okay with a regime that would be okay with shooting protesters who are taxpayers, who disagree with this regime. There is 38% of this country. I would say 34 to 38%, lower, right around 34, 35%. That is your MAGA base. But they have such a mouthpiece throughout social media, all different platforms, so on and so forth, that they throw out that propaganda and misinformation, and you never ever see the truth. because you don't look for it. That's why they want to keep you dumb. They want to keep you dumb, Miss Tory. They want you to think that we're the enemy, we're demons, we're Satan's spawns because we care about other people. No, Miss Tory G-218. Shame on you. All right. I've got to get going because I got to go get the barn cleaned up. You have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Shame on you, Miss Tory. Shame on you. Bye, y'all.